It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. Well, for Denver, this is a big game coming up for them. They've dropped their first 2 games, and the last thing they want to do is open the season 0-3. That is not the way to tip things off. Kenny, every year it seems like the standings early on look very different by season's end.
Overachieving teams often start fast, and they get some effort wins. And then it kind of evens out. But, talent catches up eventually.
And overconfident teams sometimes start slow. They find out they're not as good as they thought. But once you get humble, you tend to play with a higher sense of urgency.
Great basketball philosophy from the Diesel and the Chet.
I appreciate that.
Just humbled to be in between you two guys.
As long as you're not overachieving, because you'll be confident.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
We're wearing our costumes. We hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. You take a look at Los Angeles, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. And checking out Denver, a game and a half out.
And for the Nuggets, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
And now the Lakers starting group, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Champ, and it's Jeffries in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Monroe. And there's Monk. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Clark, we've got a terrific game here on Halloween. Growing up, what was it like trick-or-treating on your block?
It was wild and fun, and I actually outgrew trick-or-treating by the time I was about 11 or 12. I was just too tall to be out there in a costume begging neighbors for candy.
Lakers shooting their first free throws at this point. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Champ. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. They'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. If they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
Trying to get open is Monroe. The shot's good from Champ.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Murray. Rebounded by the Lakers. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. They made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Here's Murray following the bucket by the Lakers. Oubre outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
And the shot is good from Champ.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Murray. 23 points for him the last game against Washington. Pass to Monk. Intercepted. Here's Champ. Rips down the breakaway slam.
really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Jokic. Can they get it? No good. Excellent D there from Champ.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Oubre outside. Back to Murray. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Los Angeles leading by 10.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
Monroe wide open, and again, Denver no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now, here's Monk, following the miss by Jamal Murray. To the left wing, just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
Jokic fully capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Tremendous confidence from here. You got to D him up better than that.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Jokic. 12 points his last outing. Fadeaway. Misses off the right iron.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
James, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Nailed from three-point land.
So Murray has such a soft ball. I mean, he shoots a soft shot, especially from deep, where he is automatic.
Here is Jeffries. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now, here's Monk. Defense is right there. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Pass to Champ. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doubled by Murray. Champ, the pass to Dort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Substitution here for Denver. Monroe's checked in for Bull. Hood comes in for T.J. Leaf. Oubre's checked in for Barton. And Monk's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jeffries is checked in. Anthony Davis comes in for Bobby Portis. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Champ subbed in for Corey Joseph. And it's Davis missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Champ, and it's Dort in at the 2 spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Warriors was outstanding. He finished with 32 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. A terrific all-around game for him. He really put an effort to fill it up out there and make a difference for his team. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
So it's Denver now. After the basket by Los Angeles. Monk's shot's good.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Champ, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
You know, you look at Jamal Murray, and this guy just seems to be a natural scorer. Has no problem scoring the basketball from anywhere and all angles. Has tremendous confidence at the offensive end. And, guys, I think he's just scratching the surface.
Lakers leading by 17. Here's Champ, and he uses the glass on the layup. Champ's got 8 here in the quarter.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Here's Murray. And the shot goes in.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Davis can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Murray for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 8 points for Jamal Murray.
And Murray is really deadly with the catch-and-shoot jumper. When the defense isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up to it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
They've got Monk. Monroe is out there with Jokic. Then there's Oubre, and it's Murray in at the one. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden. In part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the lane.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Jokic following the basket by LeBron James. Yes, that goes in.
You know, the length of Jokic helps on these contested shots because he knows he can score on just about anybody in the league.
And the Lakers call time here.
You'd have to go far and wide to find any fan that doesn't enjoy watching Nikola Jokic play. This big fella is so smooth. He's got guard skills in a big man's body, and his game is so efficient. I love watching him work.
Martin's checked in for Murray. Here's Champ. That shot misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Monroe finds Barton. Davis against Monroe. The pass to Monk. And here's Oubre. Monroe. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of passing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Dort passes to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And with Jokic, passing and playmaking, Clark, are his trademarks.
Well, I tell you what, the Joker is some kind of special as a big guy. His passing and touch and field and shot making, he really impressed me with all of that. He does everything you want from a center on the offensive end of the court and does it in his own unique, special way. He's a delight to watch.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Ball, he's checked in for Jokic. Leaf comes in for Monroe, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Kelly Oubre. Now here's Barton. Pass to Leaf. Over Joseph. Leaf, no good. Lakers leading by 13. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Passes it to Bull. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Champ. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
He splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the strike.
And typically not this reliable at the line, but tonight he's been terrific.
Tries from 10. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Monk. Last season's performance for him put up about 15 points per, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Bull, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Sharing the basketball is a part of the game that Monk needs to continue to add to complement his shooting.
Kuzma outside. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Monk with a double team. Champ the pass to Portis. And that one, good. Portis has got 7 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Barton. Pass to Monk. The pass to Leaf. A 3-pointer off the mark.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The shot's good for Monk.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Teague. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup. Teague's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Man, the finesse and the skill from Teague to finish that play with the floater, exquisite. And good shot choice there, too.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And for the Nuggets, T.J. McConnell comes in for Murray. James has a two-pointer. The offensive rebound. Kuzma uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Active hands and really good energy pursuing the pumpkin there. Great hustle by Kuzma.
So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then there's Champ, and it's Jeffries in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's McConnell. It's deflected.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Hood after LeBron James's miss. And Monroe kicks to Hood. Second chance effort. That one drops for him. Monroe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
The three from LeBron. Another miss by James.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Boy, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good names. Here's Murray following the bucket by the Lakers. From deep, trains it from beyond the arc.
Murray plays with such a nice rhythm, especially on offense. And he's got a really good feel and understanding of when to shoot the pull-up.
Here's Champ. Gets us the ball, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Now, here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Right side Davis. It's good.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 10-point game. And it's off from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Champ. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Lakers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Champ.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can't cash in from close range. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Here's Champ. Kelly passes to Terrell. Here's Champ. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. He kicks it to Keller. Shot clock at 3. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Leaf.
Oh, just incredible, that spin. Shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
You know, Mills has been a guy who's been very streaky as a perimeter shooter, but he's been good behind the arc his entire career.
And the Lakers call time here. They lead by 4. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Champ.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And stolen by Murray. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is... for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, let's do it. Welcome back to Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex. We're here with the star of tonight's game, Che, and welcome to our show, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, Hank.
Yeah, now, Che, you led the team in points, rebounds, and assists.
A word? Haven't even looked at the stat sheet yet.
You were balling, brother.
Cool.
All right, so how does it feel to put them line like that? That's kind of a triple-double, right?
That's a negatory, Jay.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? It feels cool. Happy we picked up the dub, obviously. And it feels good to put some numbers on the board. Only downside is my shoulders are kind of sore from carrying the team. Nah, I'm just playing, man. Shouts out to my teammates. They really helped me shine out there.
Yeah, but just to be clear, you were the best, Jay, right, Hank?
I was.
Well, great stuff, Che, and we thank you for your time.
Hey, no problem. Anytime.
All right, come on.
Can I borrow you for a sec,
What's
Che?
Sam? What's your Patty?
Great.
What's up?
I got Che here. You led the team in points, rebounds, assists,
Oh, there's more?
blocks, and steals tonight. What's it like to be in the zone like that?
I didn't realize I led all those stats till you said it. But it was a fun game. It felt like the whole team was clicking, you heard me?
Perfect. That's all I need. Thanks, Che.
Oh, you're welcome. Hey, they hate to salute when you stand up.
Hey, Che.
Ted, hey, I'm coming to you next